Rob Warne and Sophie Sierra have been one of the more positive couples on 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2. While the couple faced some obstacles leading up to this point, they've done relatively well throughout the therapy retreat. However, a huge secret came out during the camping retreat that threatened all the hard work Rob and Sophie put in. This has caused some viewers to wonder if Rob and Sophie are still together. Luckily for you, we have all the tea. Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra first faced troubles during 90 Day Fiancé Season 10. Rob and Sophie made their franchise debut during 90 Day Fiancé Season 10. Sophie moved to Los Angeles to marry Rob, while giving up her luxurious lifestyle in London. The couple ran into several issues over things like finances and honesty. The main problem, however, was Rob's online cheating. Sophie found it difficult to move on from this, but ultimately still married Rob at the end of the season. The couple later returned to happily ever after, with even more problems. Following their time on the OG show, Rob and Sophie returned for 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 8. At the beginning of the season, Sophie revealed that she decided to stay with a friend after moving to Texas with Rob. She was still struggling with his online cheating from the past and was having a hard time forgiving him. Rob, on the other hand, felt that he was doing his best to make things right for Sophie. By the end of the season, Rob and Sophie were still going in circles. In a dramatic final segment, the couple split, which left Rob frustrated as Sophie cried to her friend Kay. It was evident that the couple loved each other, which made the scene heartbreaking to watch. During the tell-all, Rob and Sophie surprised the rest of the couples when they showed up together. They explained that they weren't back together, but that they were hanging out to see where things went. Rob and Sophie tried to save their marriage on the last resort. It wasn't a surprise when Rob and Sophie joined the cast of The Last Resort Season 2. The couple needed intervention if there was any chance of their marriage working out. While things between them weren't always great, they did seem to be one of the more compatible couples at the retreat. Rob and Sophie often hung out with one another while the other couples fought, which seemed like a good sign. Unfortunately, everything blew up for Rob and Sophie at the camping retreat. Sophie revealed to Jasmine Pineda that she had found concerning text messages on Rob's phone. Rob had been messaging other women again and flirting with them. This put all of the couple's hard work in jeopardy, and it remains unclear whether or not they will rekindle at the recommitment ceremony. Rob and Sophie were spotted together in June Hyun. The Last Resort was filmed between March and April, and Rob and Sophie were seen together in June. A fan stopped the couple at Disneyland to take a photo with them, as seen in a post shared by Instagram, user Rewatch Reality. It looked like Rob and Sophie were on a date at Disney, which led fans to believe they were back together. Unfortunately, this seems to have only been temporary. Rob was recently seen on Hinge. Rumors of Rob and Sophie getting back together were halted when Rob was recently found on Hinge. In a post shared by Instagram blogger Shabuti, Rob was seen posing in 2 different photos on his Hinge profile. The photos featured his newest haircut, indicating that the profile was made recently. His profile indicates that he is trying to figure out his dating goals, as well as his relationship type. Rob's Hinge also lists his location as being in California, whereas Sophie still seems to be in Texas. Furthermore, his job is listed as casting director at Entertainment, which seems to refer to his work with fellow cast member Josh Weinstein. This seems like pretty concrete evidence that Rob and Sophie have broken up, although you never know. Hopefully, viewers can get more clarity from the couple once The Last Resort wraps up.